I was set up today, man. The Republicans set me up today. They set me up so good. So I went to a protest today. It was for, let me hide my spot. I went to a Republican protest today. Well, okay, let's start from the beginning. I went to a landlord protest today, protesting the ridiculous rental protection laws that they put in place that basically, I mean, it's not the whole thing, it's part of the puzzle, that basically puts all the power in the tenants' hands and almost no power in the hands of the property owners. And basically the government is using people's homes as homeless shelters, right? Just like some of the unserious folks on the left actually talk about, right? There are many folks on the left who are somewhat serious, at least have some good faith arguments and concerns, and they don't support some of the ridiculous things that I've heard some of the more extreme folks speak about, which of course the Republicans like to latch on to as if it's a big thing, as if there's any major movement that's pushing for these extreme ideas where maybe we just keep everyone at home type of thing somehow. Now, there's certainly a lot that we can do to keep people off the streets, but the stuff that, and as if there's any serious movement that has any chance of success, we just give everybody homes, right? That you talk to them, they to you like, you know, sap that you hate saving up for, irrelevant. That's the way that they talk to you. So all the Republicans came in. So I go to the protest and everyone's saying good stuff, right? Just like that's how politics goes, right? They say the good, right? Republicans will say good stuff, you know, like we need freedom and you know, we need gas prices down, right? Is this, yeah, right? To go to a protest or something, an event with some Republicans, they're gonna say stuff like that, and everyone could agree, if you're honest, and be like, yeah, gas prices, right? But then when it comes to what they're gonna do about it, what you gonna do about it, they're trying to get you vote, trying to get your money, trying to get power. Ultimately, they're not gonna do nothing for you. So they started saying all this good stuff. Yeah, this is unfair, homeowners, blah blah blah. Then I noticed some guys in like suit and tie or a dress shirt with some ties. I'm like, who are these cats over here, right? Who are these dressed up types standing around? Just somehow not really blending in with the crowd, right? They looked like they were homeowners to me. Something didn't look right. Then one after the other, they came up there and they spoke, and all Republicans. Yes. We have several Republicans here, and we're gonna fight for you. Yes, you gotta vote these Democrats out. That's all they say. They're not talking about what they gonna do, how they gonna do it, what's the strategy, right? How are you gonna, like, what needs to be done to solve the problem, first of all, and what are you gonna do to solve the problem? How are you gonna get the problem solved? They don't want to talk about that. They just want to get people all riled up, because the thing about it, this is what they do. They know that homeowners are frustrated, like myself, right? We're frustrated and we're vulnerable because of that. Fortunately, just because the way my mind operates, I'm able to put my emotions aside and think logically and see bullshit when I see bullshit, right? But overall, I didn't see any of the homeowners that were seeing through the bullshit. They're all like nodding their heads, like, yeah, this and that, and yeah, it's not fair. And then they talking about, oh, are you gonna stand with me? Like, yeah, we're gonna stand with me. And I'm like, listen, y'all, I did a couple of outbursts because I was like, this is some bullshit, man. You're gonna vote out these bullshit Democrats with some Republicans who ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. The Republicans will work with the damn BlackRock to buy your home, right? So that they'll be part of the movement, so that you don't own shit, right? They will be funded by BlackRock. These Republicans, they'll be funded by BlackRock. right? To come and pretend like they're gonna help us. You put them in power, and then they're behind the scenes talking to BlackRock, and then when you lose your home because they don't do nothing for you, right? The Democrats will do bullshit broken programs that will hurt you. The Republicans will pretend to help you from what damage the Democrats are doing, but then don't do it, and they will leave you to drown while they're lining their pockets with money from their corporate interests. So a couple times I said, listen, politicians are not your friends. The Republicans and Democrats together, they are not our friends. These guys are just using you so they can get their votes because it's election time. You gotta ask them, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do to fix the problem? How are you gonna do it? When you gonna do it? A vote without a demand and without consequences is a wasted vote. All those people there, for the most part, I don't know every single person obviously, but for the most part, they all ready to go out there speaking about bullshit. Anyway, they will all go out there to go and vote for the, you can still hear the audio because somebody is ringing me up in the middle of a thing. They will all follow these slick back bullshit politicians, and they will vote. They will promote them and say, yeah, you know, I'm losing my home, and you know, these Republicans, they're gonna help us out. Can you please help? I know you don't usually vote, but come out to vote, you know, because such and such, Jimmy Stewart or whatever the name is, the politician there, he understands that he gonna fight for us. And then once they get your votes and they get in power, they give you the middle finger, and then they go talk to BlackRock, right? And don't get me wrong, don't think the Democrats not talking to BlackRock too. I would just expect the Republicans to be more talking to BlackRock than the Republicans more talking than the Democrats are. Because the Democrats at least have to pretend to be the good guys. The Republicans have no such obligation. The Republicans are able to be 100% what they are, right? Just talking a bunch of rhetoric, all this, you know, extremism and yeah, this and that and socialism, we gotta fight and whatever, all that bullshit. They could just say whatever, right? Talking about, oh, they should throw Fauci over the fence. They could just say whatever, be whatever, right? They don't have to pretend to be nice guys. Since the Democrats have to pretend to be nice guys, they can't lean in as hard on the BlackRock money like the Republicans can, right? So, votes without demands are wasted votes, right? You got to make a demand and there's got to be consequences. What are you going to do if I vote you in? How are you going to solve this problem? When are you going to get it done by? Who are you going to be working with to get this done? How can I help you once you get in office to fix this problem that you're here using to get votes for? And hear me good. If you don't deliver, if you do not deliver, I'm coming for you next. You want us to vote out these bullshit Democrats? I hear you on that one, and we can do that. But hear me and hear me good. If you don't deliver, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for all of y'all. Everybody who sold us a bag of goods about they're gonna fix these problems, these Democrats, get the Democrats out. Every single one of you, if you don't deliver, I'm coming for your ass, right? Stop giving free votes. Don't let them just come up and say the stuff that you want to hear, and then you're gonna be like, yes, okay, come save us. And then when they come in and they do nothing, and then you just, well, you know, at least you got rid of those Democrats, and you move on to the next thing, and they got you distracted with some other bullshit, and then you forget that you got scammed, and then they scam you again. Because what happens? If you vote the Republicans in, sooner or later the Democrats are going to win back and they'll be back in power again. And then the Republicans are going to come back and fairmonger, and no, these people aren't going to remember The last time they fearmongered and you voted for them and they got in office, they didn't do shit for you. They're not going to remember that. They're going to be in the moment afraid of whatever it is that the Republicans are fearmongering about. And they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to stop these Democrats. And you vote them in and they don't do shit again. And it never stops. It never stops. The Democrats pretend to be our friend, so they come up with some programs that could possibly address some actual serious issues. But because they're not serious, they don't spend the time to make sure these ideas and plans work. The issue is the problem. The thing is just to have something to run on to say, look, we're going to help you keep you in your homes, right? And that's it. Don't worry about the details, whether it works or not. So you end up getting screwed by these broken programs, and then the Republicans just point out all the flaws in these bullshit Democrat programs, and then say, oh, we're going to get rid of them. And then when you get them in power, people are still suffering.